Good evening, friends. It was really nice interacting with all of you yesterday. Seeing all your enthusiasm keeps my channel going. Today too, I have sent you the link, and towards the end, if you would like to join and share your thoughts, please do come. Now, friends, things have started moving faster as we predicted. The ride seems to have started, friends. With Pithani's arrest, karma has hit again. The criminals, one by one, thought that they could get away with their evil crimes against Sushant Singh Rajput. But the Supreme Being above knows everything and has started showing his power. Remember, SSR was a great Shiva Bhakt. He used to meditate, he used to sing bhajans. Now we are seeing that power. This truly is the circle of justice. We are going back to where it all started, and the criminals know this. The people who were like the eyes and nose in SSR's home, the cook and the other staff, I would say, are equally guilty of the crime if they don't confess voluntarily to what happened, to what they saw. Remember, Neeraj and Keshav have been attempting to flee NCB's Mumbai unit for 8 months and were outside the city. Also remember, friends, that they were working in the homes of people like Farhan Akhtar, who were in no way close to SSR. But he and his girlfriend were very close to Riya Chakravarti. You remember the scenes where she used to get out of Farhan Akhtar's and his girlfriend's car. We are aware that Siddharth Pithani, is the mastermind from the inside, along with accused number 1, which is Riya Chakravarti, who probably conspired to allow access to the main conspirators to enter Sushant's home. Not once, but twice. Once to clean his life's work, and then the second time to end it. Siddharth holds the key to Sushant's death case. And once he cracks up, he will give up the rest of the culprits, for sure. And for this, NCB has to really grill Pithani. Did you watch Pithani's expression when he was arrested? He had no guilt. It's just like another day for him. What sort of people are they that they can't feel any emotions? Be it hatred or be it anger or nervousness, show something. But this man seems like a sort of a robo. Absolutely no emotions. So now the NCB has summoned Sushant Singh's domestic help Keshav and the cook Neeraj for questioning in the drugs case linked to the death of the actor. Days after arresting Sushant Singh's ex-flatmate Siddharth Pithani. Friends, you would have noted that, in a channel like India Today, they refer to Siddharth Pithani as his friend. In no way was Siddharth Pithani his friend. He was only working for him, and he was his flatmate. And that also, he was employed by Sushant. So a lot of the channels are trying to make it softer by saying that he is his friend. He was not his friend. A friend would not do this to his, to someone like SSR. As per reports, the duo were reportedly attempting to flee NCB's Mumbai unit for 8 months and were reportedly outside the Maharashtra capital. As per reports, both Keshav and Neeraj returned to Mumbai in August to work at the residences of different Bollywood actors. NCP's Mumbai Zonal Unit Chief, Samir Wankhede, elaborated on Siddharth Pithani's arrest after the former roommate of Sushant Singh Rajput was arrested from Hyderabad in the drugs case related to the death of SSR. Siddharth Pithani was arrested by the NCB with the help of its sub-zonal team in Hyderabad 2 days ago and was brought to Mumbai on a transit remand, following which he was produced before the ACM court. Recounting the NCB's mission, Samir Wankhede explained to reporters that Siddharth Pithani had been intercepted 2 days ago in connection with crime number 7. NCB has got custody of late Sushant Singh Rajput's former roommate Siddharth Pithani until June 1st. Now we hope, friends, that others will also be summoned, mainly people like Riya, Sandeep Singh, Mahesh Shetty, Ankita Lokhne, and of course, the 2 people who are also saying that they are SSRians. Friends, the federal agencies CBI, NCB, and ED are working very hard. Let us motivate them to do things smoothly. They have many powerful enemies who will try to stop this investigation at every stage. The public needs to stand one with these agencies and the leader, our Prime Minister, who is making all this happen. Meanwhile, Sushant Singh Rajput's lawyer calls Siddharth Pithani's arrest poetic justice. He says he's definitely involved. Calling the arrest of Siddharth Pithani poetic justice, Vikas Singh, the lawyer representing Sushant Singh Rajput's family, has said that he's hopeful for the CBI to reveal its findings soon. Vikas Singh has commented on the arrest of his former flatmate Siddharth Pithani, calling it poetic justice. The actor was found dead in his Mumbai home on June 14, 2020. The Mumbai police, after an initial investigation, ruled the death as a suicide. This is before even the investigation started. The case was taken over by the CBI following public pressure. The NCB and the enforcement director are also carrying out separate probes. Siddharth was the one who opened the room, and he was the one who called the locksmith and was the one to lower the body of the actor. So he's very crucial in the case. Which way, whether it is a murder or abetment to suicide, he will definitely be involved in it, Vikas Singh said, according to a leading daily, calling his arrest a kind of poetic justice. About the CBI's ongoing investigation, Vikas Singh said, CBI would not like to rush into filing a charge sheet or filing something which will boomerang on it. They're looking at several angles, and murder is also one of them. You see, SSR's death is still shrouded in mystery, and there are no two ways about it. Unless you unravel the mystery, there is no point in telling a half-baked story, and that is the reason they are taking their own time, and I'm quite hopeful something will come out soon. Sushant's family had accused his girlfriend, Riya Chakravarti, of abetment to suicide and misappropriation of his funds. She has denied the accusations and filed a counterclaim against the sisters of Sushant, accusing them of procuring medication for him illegally. Meanwhile, on another front, friends, all these bully are purchasing houses in posh localities, as in Bandra in Mumbai, as if they are worth only peanuts. Everyone from Sonakshi, Jhanvi, and now Arjun Kapoor. Strange is that a loser like Arjun Kapoor buys a swanky 4 BHK sky villa in Mumbai's Bandra, estimated anything between 20 to 23 crores. Well, we're not surprised. Just like his stepsister, Janhvi Kapoor, bought a duplex in the same apartments where Amitabh has a flat. So when no one is watching Bollywood stars, strange that PR machinery say that he is enjoying the success of Sandeep or Pinky Farrar and Sardar ka grandson. Kapoor recently completed 10 years of being in the film industry. Bandra houses some of the biggest names in Bollywood, from Shah Rukh Khan to Salman Khan, Amir Khan, Kareena Kapoor, and Saif Ali Khan, Ranbir Khan, and others. Sonakshi is now Arjun's neighbor. Some of the amenities which are part of the posh society include a pool bar, a jacuzzi, a barbecue corner, an inbuilt gym and spa, yoga deck, mini golf, open cafe, pet corner, concierge services, business lounge, among others. On the work front, he has a movie called Booth Police. The actor has also wrapped up the first schedule of Mohit Suri's Ek Villain Returns, along with John Abraham. And he is not the only one. Even the top star, the Bollywood Badshah, whose wife made the very popular Thali Wali comment. He has a list of properties from Jalsa to Janak. He had recently purchased a 31 crore apartment in Mumbai, which is under construction. He also has Jalsa, the bungalow, which was purchased by him from producer NC Sippy. He purchased a property spread over 8,000 square foot behind Jalsa in 2013 for a sum of 50 crores, stated Square Yards. He also has Pratiksha, which is located in Juhu. This property is the home Amitabh shared with his parents. He also has Vatsa, This is another property owned by the family in Juhu and has been leased out to Citibank India. According to Square Yards, the ancestral home of the family is in Allahabad. It has now been transformed into an educational trust. He has another flat in Gurgaon. He has 2 apartments located in Juhu, which are estimated to be worth about 40 crores, along with another apartment in Juhu worth 1.75 crores as per Square Yards. Apart from his properties in Mumbai, the actor reportedly owns another home in the French capital of Paris, a gift from his wife, Jaya Bachchan, who spoke about the thali and the ched in it, in the parliament. Strange, isn't it, friends, that COVID has crippled everything. Jobs have been lost. People are struggling to hold on to whatever savings they have. But these actors, all from the same clique, are making more money when theaters are closed. There are no theatrical releases. So where does all this money come from? Perhaps Tali Wali Mami can explain, instead of shouting in the parliament about how shameless people are to question Bollywood. Meanwhile, in the case of Sachin Waze, business associates framed me, says Dilip Chhabria in a letter to the CM. Accused in dual car registration scam, says jailed policeman sought 25 crores as extortion money. Celebrity car designer Dilip Chhabria, who was arrested by the Mumbai police in an alleged dual car registration scam in December 2020, has claimed in a letter addressed to the Maharashtra Chief Minister and Home Minister that his business associates and Sachin Waze framed him in the case and demanded 25 crores as extortion money when the jailed former policeman headed the crime intelligence unit. The police claimed that the accused company, DC Designs Private Limited, had allegedly taken loans from non-banking financial companies by posing as customers who wanted to purchase the company's DC Avanti sports car. 3 FIRs were filed against Chhabria, 2 by the CIU and 1 by the Economic Offences Wing. On May 17th, Chhabria filed a police complaint in which he named former business associate Kiran Kumar and Syed Afaq. Another complaint, Indamal Ramani, policeman Mr. Waze, Riaz Qazi, and Prakash Hawal, and comedian Kapil Sharma for conspiring to frame him in the case. The complaint was also sent to Mumbai Police Commissioner Hemant Nagrale and Additional Chief Secretary Manu Kumar Srivastava. Speaking to the media, Chhabria, who is out on bail after spending nearly 4 months in jail, said he has sought an appointment with the top political leaders in the state government and will be presenting to them documents on how he was framed by the police and his former business partners. I was asked to pay 25 crores as extortion money or to face 15 more FIRs. I was pressurized by filing 3 FIRs against me. In November 2020, I filed a complaint against my business partner, Kiran Kumar from Chennai. But instead of taking action, I was arrested on a frivolous complaint, he said. In his complaint filed through his lawyers, Chhabria said, Sachin Waze and Riaz Qazi, along with Prakash Hawal, threatened our client to give the extortion money, failing which his senior Param Bir Singh, the erstwhile Commissioner of Police, would make sure that the whole Chhabria family would die behind bars. Both Mr. Waze and Mr. Qazi were arrested and dismissed from the police force for their involvement in the Antilia bomb scare case, while Param Bir Singh was removed as Mumbai Commissioner of Police as a fallout of the case. Chhabria's complaint said the CIU summoned Sharma and forced him to file a complaint against the car designer so that he could be kept in jail for a longer time. Work on Sharma's vanity van was delayed because he did not answer our calls to discuss the design, he said. Chhabria said he sought justice for the harassment he and his family faced by those who ran the extortion racket. My sister had secured anticipatory bail, but she was booked in a different case and arrested. I was arrested without even summons being issued to me. All I want is a fair investigation, he said. Maharashtra CID examines the evidence against Param Bir Singh, others in extortion case. The Maharashtra CID has started investigation into the evidence submitted by the complainant Sonu Jalan and Ketan Tanna against Police Commissioner Param Bir Singh and others. The Maharashtra Police's CID has started probing the evidence submitted by complainant Sonu Jalan and Ketan Tanna against Param Bir Singh, Pradeep Sharma and others in an alleged extortion case. The evidence, according to the sources, are in the form of audio recordings, telephonic conversations, and witness statements that both Jalan and Tanna had submitted before the CID officials. On Saturday, Chirag Majlani, a 45-year-old Mumbai resident, submitted a complaint before the CID officials saying he was forcibly asked to sign on papers written in Marathi by the Thane police officials to frame Sonu Jalan and others in the extortion case. Sonu Jalan and businessman Ketan Mantuklal Tanna have filed a complaint against the Mumbai Police Commissioner Param Bir Singh, accusing him of extortion. Their statements were earlier recorded by the CID personnel at the office in Navi Mumbai as a part of the probe initiated against Param Bir Singh and other police officers on the allegations of extortion leveled by 3 businessmen. Sonu Jalan had written a letter to Maharashtra Director General of Police alleging that Param Bir Singh had some other police officials had extorted 3.45 crores from him. Ketan Tanna and Munir Ahmed Pathan too in the letter had alleged that they were framed in fake cases and crores were extorted from them. Meanwhile, Tollywood superstar Nagarjuna's daughter-in-law, Samantha Akineni, is in trouble too. Amid the ongoing protests, Amazon Prime Video has now issued a gag order to Samantha, barring her from speaking about the show. Samantha is the daughter-in-law of Telugu superstar Nagarjuna. Days before its screening, The Family Man 2 found itself caught in a controversy over the depiction of Elam Tamils in a negative light. Samantha will reportedly play the role of a suicide bomber in the 2nd season of The Family Man. And this had led to protests calling for ban of the show since it hurt the sentiments of Elam Tamils and also the people of Tamil Nadu. The government, the Tamil Nadu government, even requested the INB ministry seeking a ban on the screening of the web series on OTT platform Amazon Prime Video. Amid the ongoing protests, Amazon Prime Video has now issued a gag order for Samantha Akineni, barring her from speaking about the show. A trade source told Bollywood, Hangama, there are always protests to certain characters or portrayals in films or series. This comes since the audience are only exposed to a small part of what to expect, which could look a certain way. In the case with Samantha's character, in The Family Man 2, people have taken an objection to her character, but they have not really seen the full range of what she portrays. The source added, Amazon Prime Video, like most content creators, would like to avoid controversies prior to the release of this venture. The gag order to refrain from speaking about the show is exactly that, so the audience feeling and sentiments that have been hurt can be assuaged. Meanwhile, in the statements shared by actor Manoj Bajpayee, director duo Raj and DK said some assumptions and impressions have been made based on just a couple of shots in the trailer. Many of our lead cast members as well as key members of the creative and writing team are Tamilians. We are very cognizant of the sentiments of the Tamil people, Tamil culture, and have nothing but the utmost love and respect towards our Tamil people. Meanwhile, in Ramdev Guru's case, Ramdev Guru is one person who will not cow down under any pressure. And now that he's being bullied, he has come out with a clip on Twitter from an episode shared in 2012. The yoga guru has challenged medical mafias to sue and protest against the actor, if they can, for discussing the overpricing of modern medicines in the country. Amid the ongoing tussle between Ramdev and allopathic doctors, the yoga guru has shared an old video of Amir Khan's television show Satyame Jayate, where a guest named Dr. Samit Sharma was seen explaining the price difference between generic and branded medicines. Posting the video clip on microblogging site, Twitter, Ramdev has dared medical mafias to sue and protest against the actor if they can. The original price of medicines is low, but we have to pay 10 to 50% extra when we buy these medicines from the market. In India, over 40 crore people fail to afford 2 square meals a day. Can they buy these overpriced medicines? Dr. Sharma can be heard saying in the video. The guest nodded and continued. Yes, the WHO says even after 65 years of independence, still 65% of Indian population lacks regular access to essential medicines due to high pricing. Explaining with examples, he said, a packet of blood cancer medicine costs rupees 1.25 lakhs usually. Same generic medicine can be brought in around rupees 10,000. Viewers, you see the difference. The war of words between Ramdev and doctors from across the country has been going on since the past few days after Yoga Guru was heard speaking against the allopathy branch of science. And in the viral video clip was heard saying that lakhs have died from taking allopathic medicines for COVID-19. The statement was met with vociferous protests from the Doctors Association, following which Union Minister Harshvardhan asked him to withdraw the extremely unfortunate statement. As BK Chawla has aptly tweeted in Twitter, the Toolkit gang is out to defame Modi, defame Ayurveda, defame India, defame Baba Ramdev, defame Amul, defame Hindus and Hindutva, defame COVID vaccine handling. How low will you guys fall? This is the sentiment shared by most Indians who are patriotic. From Delhi court comes a shocker. Delhi court grants bail to businessman Navneet Kalra in connection with a case related to the hoarding of oxygen concentrators in a restaurant in South Delhi. Chief Metropolitan Magistrate Arun Kumar Garg has directed the accused not to contact the customers to whom he had sold the concentrators, not to tamper with evidence or influence of witnesses, and join the investigation as and when called by the police. During a recent raid, 524 oxygen concentrators, which are crucial medical equipment used for COVID-19 patients, were recovered from Khan Chata Town Hall and Nege and Jude restaurants owned by Kalra. The restaurateur is in judicial custody till June 3rd. Earlier, Kalra, through his senior advocate, Vikas Pahwa, told the court that he had no criminal intent to cheat people and cannot be kept in pre-trial detention. The court heard the bail application filed by the businessman who was arrested on May 17th for allegedly hoarding oxygen concentrators and selling them at inflated prices. His intention was to cheat people and make profit. This is a white-collar crime. He sold oxygen concentrators to needy people lying on deathbeds. Additional public prosecutor Atul Srivastava, representing the Delhi police, told the court and sought rejection of Kalra's bail plea. During the course of proceedings today, the prosecutor showed Kalra's oxygen concentrator brochures to the court and said they were not premium or from Germany as claimed by the accused. Its flow was also below 35% and he sold it for more than 70,000 as against the MRP of 27,999, he added. Meanwhile, after promising never to review any of Salman Khan's films, KRK, Kamal Khan, has now taken a different stand. It seems like the controversial and legal tussle between Salman Khan and self-proclaimed critic actor Kamal Khan, aka KRK, is not going to end soon. After promising never to review any of Salman's films, KRK has taken a different stand now. In a series of his latest tweets, he attacked the actor, again mentioning that more than 20 Bollywood actors have extended their support to him. Taking to his Twitter handle on Saturday, KRK wrote, "More than 20 Bollywood people have called me to give me their support. They said they were not able to do whatever I'm doing because they were not ready to have a direct conflict with Salman Khan. They were scared to make him their enemy. I say, thank you also very much." Without mentioning Salman Khan in his tweets, KRK alleged that he's heard that the actor has finished a lot of people's careers. In another tweet, he said, "Suna hai ki ye kafi logon ka career khatam kar chuka hai. Whoever speaks against him, he destroyed his career. But nehle pe dehla ही होता है ना? I am dehla. मैं इसका career चौपट करके इसको सड़क पर ले आऊंगा." In another tweet, KRK wrote, "Now many people are calling me from Bollywood. Many are giving me suggestions on Twitter and all are saying the same thing, कि भाई बच के रहना, ये तुमको मरवा देगा. Thank you, all that you're concerned. But मैं फिर भी इसे नहीं डरता. I'll continue my fight for the truth. Not just Salman Khan, the controversial critic also attacked Bollywood. He tweeted, जो सुशांत के साथ हुआ वो अब दोबारा बॉलीवुड में नहीं होगा और ना ही हम होने देंगे. बॉलीवुड इनके बाप के नहीं है. अब इनकी झूठ की दुकान का बंद होने का टाइम आ चुका है. ये कितना भी बड़ा भाई हो, बट पब्लिक के ऊपर कोई नहीं है. After receiving a legal notice from Salman Khan, KRK promised that he will not review the actor's films. He later said that he'd continue to review Salman's films even if he touches his feet. That's all the news for today, friends. Let me have a look at your comments. And also, if you'd like to join, you're welcome to join. The link is already below the screen. Yes, Shubha, it's good news. Good evening, Dhruv. Our prayers are working. Yes, Geeta. May, awesome, can't wait. Bells are clanging in unison. Put Ankita, Deepesh, Riya, and company into mix. Let's hear the music. Justice is waiting so badly. Our SSR must be the focus. Absolutely. Meenakshi, God saw everything. Last days, now start to play karma. Yes, karma is in full swing, Meenakshi. Shirley, thank you, Meena Das Narayan, for your analytical viewpoint. Most importantly, we pray for justice for Sushant Singh Rajput's family, the Shasalian's families, kindness and charity. Yes. Gloria, good evening, Meena ma'am. Thank you. Justice for Sushant. I can almost feel the excitement that you're feeling, friends. Robin, this is my first time. Welcome, Robin. Hope you enjoy. Namrata, good evening, Meena ma'am. How are you? Our persistent efforts are paying off with the recent spate of arrests. Victory will be ours. Namrata, when the public act as one hand, this is what happens, and when the mission is, to pursue the truth, this happens. Sanjay Shinde, good evening. Good evening, Lakshman. Good evening, NC. Rita, thank you for joining. Girija, good evening. Rita Tolani, good evening. Dina, welcome. I really appreciate your honest reporting. Big fan. Thank you, Dina, for supporting me. Shirley, Meena Das Narayan, sending love from you. You are the best blessed soul for discussing and analyzing. As light gets shed, so justice prevails for Sushant Singh Rajput's families. Thank you, Ms. Meena. Thank you so much, Shirley. And let's hope we get justice for Sushant. Ali Jeffrey, welcome. Aspire Dreams, Deepesh is missing in the SSR case. No, I'm sure they'll keep calling people. It has just started, Aspire. Welcome, Gyalmo. You're from Germany. Welcome. Welcome, Robin. Why CBI doing no arrest? You need to be a little more patient, Sri Lakshmi. Rash, good evening. Nimit, thank you. You rock too, Nimit. Shubha, ma'am, good evening. I saw a video where Puneet is talking nonsense about Fogart. It's very clear he's a part of the PR gang. If you see the trend, whenever arrests happen, PR gang gets active and tries to harass. Shubha, see, please remember that Sandeep Fogart is a very respected YouTuber, and we all, are together in this mission. So whatever other people say about him, you should not take it to heart, because we all know what Sandeep Fogart stands for. And we're all in this fight together. And if people like Puneet are from the PR gang, please ignore them. They're not important for us. Pooja Agarwal, good evening. Shubha, Ganesh, Puneet are part of the... Yes, we should all be careful. Sri Lakshmi, no custodial interrogation from CBI, raising doubts of our country's political system and its influence on agencies. Here, Shubha, I'd just like to make a point here. See, something that I've noted now is that, certain people who were very sincere about the movement have suddenly made U-turns. So perhaps they are paid, or there must be something else in the offing, Shubha. So I think something is happening in that front. Sri Lakshmi, yeah. Rita Tolani, I'm sorry to say that Ria might be involved in the drugs angle and Ria will be punished. But somebody close to Sushant had betrayed him by throwing him into the mouth of the mud. Yes. I'm sure you're referring to Siddharth. Hi, ma'am. How are you? You're really doing a good job. Appreciate it a lot. Stay blessed. Thank you, Manjit, for joining and motivating us. Sri Lakshmi, what proof is there against crocodile? Let us see, Sri Lakshmi. Let us be patient. Things will come out. Rash, please tell me, ma'am, if you see a loved one locked inside a room, would you wait for a locksmith or take neighbors and break open the door? The entire locksmith theory is scripted. Yes. So many things that Pithani has said would be lies, So I hope they grill him properly so that all these things come out. Just like the pictures you would have seen of, Choksi, Mehul Choksi, how he was before and how he is now in prison. This is the kind of treatment that Pithani should get. Good evening, Jay. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Bhaskar, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Geeta, Bollywood, yes. Boycott Bollywood forever. Nandan, very true, it's karma, yes. All these Bollywoodies have brought new houses during COVID. Seems fishy. Some two number business differently like Hawali, yes. And all in the posh areas like Bandra. Beautiful. Pitani, evil fellow, acting so cool. Yes, he has absolutely no emotions. Divine Living, Thali Wali would have got from, from the TMC campaign. Did you see the way she slapped that person when she was campaigning for Mamta Didi? Meena ma'am, please be careful of Puneen Vashit. Jay, if you have noticed, I've never invited these people on my show because the moment you know that there is something dicey, you don't invite them on your show. You don't want to hear something that is concocted. You want to hear the truth. Geeta, Paramveer should be arrested. Yes, everything is now, all the arrows are pointing towards him. Jay, Cook, Neeraj and Keshav got summoned from NCB News on, yes. Jai Hind, Elliot. Thank you for joining. Deepak, we support Ganesh and Puneet. You're welcome to support anyone you choose, Deepak. But we are telling you our viewpoints. Good evening, Trupti. You're from Tanzania. Welcome. So nice of you to join. Elliot, Bhau, Krupya, player. So you're speaking, I think, in Gujarati. We support Sandeep Phogat. Support Sandeep. Yes. He is one of the people who has been very steadfast on his mission, for justice for Sushant. Most movies are misleading nowadays, yes. Sarita Kamle, good evening. Welcome. Good evening, Deepak. Oh, you're from Indonesia. Welcome. I hope the COVID situation, Deepak, there is okay. Well done, Ram. Yes, I'm so happy for him. He's one person nobody can knock over. Usha, Meena, I've got addicted to you. Thank you, Usha. So sweet of you. Rash, that message was not for you, my friend. It was for Basketball. It's very sweet to see y'all interacting in between this as well, Rash. So it seems like one big family. Elliot, okay. Ma'am, can be so sorry. J, true. Patriotic people said well. Bail to Kalra was bad news. Yes, something very bad. Uma, SSI's divine soul is in full swing, listening to our prayers and getting things done, which we would never be able to accomplish. Love you, Sushant. Yes. Meena, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Alka. Manjit, yes. Anti-India agenda are always active against these people who are honest towards India. Now Twitter is daring to go against Indian government. What is going on? Thank God I'm not living in India. Don't worry, Manjit. See, Prime Minister Modi is trying to cleanse the system, and we have to all cooperate, by helping him. Justice for Sushant Disha, Bhaskar. Good KRK, we support you. Anti-India, anti-Modi rhetoric really needs to come to an end. Yes, Devanushi. Minaji, please be careful. Now you'll be the next target. Sandeep ji and his kid and family being targeted. Alka Kalani. Alka, truth always comes first. And these forces cannot win. And that's what Sushant Singh is showing. I mean, though he has sacrificed his life, from there his soul is making sure that these people are all going to pay for it. Well done, KRK. Manjeet Kaur. Hello, Meenaji. As usual, missed the first 5 minutes, though I set a reminder. Don't get it till later. Welcome, United Hindu. Geeta, it means further murders, if happened, would be covered up. What else could his cheap mind think? Ban footpath, yes. Bhaskar. This session on SSR diary revelations by Deepthi. Here, God bless, we need more proof as to whether it actually is SSR's diary. And, only then I've asked Deepthi whether she can, tell me whether it is an authentic diary and whether we can discuss it on our channel. When we do it, you can please watch it. Thank you, ma'am, for this information. Now it's time to understand Salman Khan's story. When he entered in film industry, what was he and now what is he? Perhaps we can do a story on him later and see. Shirley Thomas, we love you, Meena Das. Thank you for being an excellent informant. Bollywood banned and it must be fully investigated for abuse of drug trafficking, human and child trafficking. Absolutely. The case that we mentioned yesterday, Shirley, about the girl, a Bangladeshi girl, being gang raped by 5 people, 5 Bangladeshis, and the video made viral. That is, they say, a case of women trafficking. But the police have caught all of them. God's computer and data never fails. Yes, Jay. Dhruv, if Neeraj and Keshav will be arrested, then Sara and Fardhan have to cook their food and wash their vessels too. That's a nice one, Dhruv. Meena ma'am, very precise, concise news. Love your channel. More power to you, ma'am. Thank you, Rash, for your beautiful words. Kirtana, will Ria also be arrested along with Neeraj, ma'am? I think it's leading towards that, Kirtana. Ma'am, 2 choreographers are doing monkey dance. Are they genuine? Is this does your sentence have a double meaning? If you can clarify, then perhaps I can understand it. Rekha, Minaji, Ganesh has not done the right thing by spreading the video of Pithani telling the wrong tale of Sushant on the fateful day. That spreads the wrong narrative. I've found some videos where he's also drunk and talking, Rekha. So I don't believe this fellow at all. So I would also suggest to other people, please do not watch his videos. They're absolutely, lies. Kohli, Jai Shiva Shambhu. Yes. I start my day with prayers to Shiva, Kohli, and end my day with prayers to Shiva. And see why people get into greed and inhumanity. Time to understand many, yes. Rita Tolani, you're a very nice person. So nice that I think you joined me yesterday, isn't it? Thank you for joining and always, welcome with your nice words. KRK did not commit reviewing Salman's movie. KRK only said he would do so only if Salman requests for not reviewing. Otherwise, KRK is doing great as a true critic. Digs. Rekha, I love your shows with Namar Venkatesh. Thank you. Uma, I don't think we should be talking about the assets at this time. We never did it before, so why are we talking about it now? Please stop. Uma, see, please try to understand that we, as news givers, we try to give you news that may be leading to something else. So when people are buying houses at this stage, when during COVID, people are absolutely earning nothing. So where is the money coming from? It becomes a mystery. So try to understand there may be a motive in certain news that we read. Komal, thank you very much for the point information and facts. Thank you, Komal. Good evening, Prakash. How are you? Manjit, justice for Sushant. We should stay together. Yes, that's the most important thing. NC, by these stories, we need more schools that talk about spirituality and good values. See, NC, you're so correct. If our children are taught spiritual values right from the start, they will know the truth and they'll stand with, the moral values and ethics, which is very important when you become an adult. You say students, if are strong enough to face the tough world without getting corrupt, India will win. This is the basic need of for children, and parents need to ensure that education is set out and a syllabus for this. Good evening, Neetu. Welcome. Truth, Sly. United Hindu, I stand with Meena ma'am, so I stand with Fogat. Yes, please, thank you. And see, Sandeep Fogat is a person who is, bringing you so much of information on the SSR case. So it's very important to stand with him. SD, it means BJP failed in the backroom dealings in Maharashtra. Do the 5, do the 5. I cannot comment on this. Ma'am, which Puneet are they talking about? Puneet Vashisht? PM, I think they're talking about this person, yes. Runa, I'm from North America. I just joined, missed most of it. I'll watch the replay. I enjoy your sessions. We need justice for SSR, Disha and others. All dirty people from Bollywood will be wiped out. Yes, Runa. That is where everything is going towards. Paras, welcome. Anti-Nationals toolkit is active, defaming Modi and Ayurveda and Bharat. Yes, 100%. Rinki, I hate Salman. Paras Bhatt, yesterday I told next are the other inmates. Yes. What do you have to say about SSR diaries released by Deepthi? I'm just waiting to clarify with her whether they are genuine, because the language doesn't seem to be that of SSR. SSR had very good command over English. So I'm not sure, because the thing has a lot of grammatical mistakes, and seems kind of, sort of a hodgepodge. So if Deepthi can clarify this on one of the sessions we do, then we can understand more about it. Good evening, Meenaji. Love your show. 1 done, 100 more to go, but put all of them in jail. Justice for SSR and Disha. Yes, Ramata. Uma, 2 authentic channels are Fogat family and Meena. Thank you, Uma. Sarita, well said, ma'am. Thank you. Sarita, thank you for joining. Gurvinder, good evening. Nanisur, I'm late today, so I missed you also. Kirtanam, Neeraj is working in Sara's house as cook. How Sara used our SSR. She's a very dicey character, Kirtana. She used him to also push her film, Kedarnath. Ma'am, boost Sandeep in your words to keep morale high. If he felt a little low, justice. Sanjeev, see, out of all the YouTubers who are talking about mission for justice for SSR, he's one of the most genuine people. So it's better that we listen to his views and take as much as you think is right, and also motivate him to do better. Because see, we all respond to you, and it's very important that you also give us the courage that what we are doing is right. Punita, thanks for the update from Bangalore. Welcome, Punita. Sri Kanaka, good evening. Very sad to see those so-called SSRIans. Ganesh is using bad strategy against other SSRIans who are also contributing to fight for SSR's justice. Sri Kanaka, when money exchanges hands, people change. Many examples of this are coming forward now. Lambodar, thank you, Minaban, for your sincere efforts to reveal the truth. I like your admirable analysis. Thank you so much, Mr. Sahu. Banita, so nice to see you, ma'am. Very good evening. Welcome, Banita. Great work, big fan. Thank you, Hemant. It's Marathi. I understand somewhat, Marathi because I was in Pune. And I was studying in Pune, and I loved Marathi food, and I love Marathi people because they're very simple at heart. Gopal Krishna, Har Har Mahadev. Yes. Good evening, Harinakshi. You're from Kerala. Salim, good evening. Welcome. Sharmila, we can't forget 14 June. And it's coming. Last year now, Sushant was there. It's sad. Yes. Suman Saha, please update regarding Lakshadweep also. Yes, surely. Karanjit Singh, love you, man. Thank you so much, Karanjit, for your support. Punita, I like the way you take charge of Bollywood gang. Keep doing. Yes. So many frustrations that the public have after the death of Sushant. Good evening, ma'am, and everyone present. Namaste. Nishka, like a class. Girija is one of these people who work with Sushant and now called by NCB, working now with Farhan Akhtar. Yes, that is what we heard, Girija. And one with Sara Ali. Pankaj, hey world, I'll fight for SSR. Yes, it's your support that we all need. Madhvi, welcome. Sadhna Maurya, we support Sandeep Fogart channel, Varun Kapoor, DSDT, Style Rug, Lovely Chobe, Bharat Defense, and your channel. Thank you so much. And London, careful, they are now throwing Escan to the dogs to save themselves. Careful. Thank you, Paras. Salim, I'll fight for Sushant until we get justice for Sushant sir and Disha Salim. Yes, Salim, that's what we all want. Har Har Mahadev. Gopal Krishna. 243, watching only 73, like, not done, friends. so kind of you, United Hindu. Please, friends, if you like this session, give it a thumbs up and also share it so that more people can subscribe to the channel. Geeta, I feel those slides released by Deepti ji doesn't belong to SSR's diary contents. Clearly, it's not, yes, SSR's style of English. There were so many grammatical and spelling mistakes. In fact, Geeta, I did tell Deepti the same thing. I said that I can't believe that it's his language because he studied in very good colleges and schools, and the way he conducts himself, he did it in a very posh manner. So that's why I too cannot believe the contents unless it is proved. Girija, Sarna, you're right. I too support all of these YouTubers who are working day and night for justice. Thank you, Girija. Gopal Krishnan, Sarna Maurya. Yes. Elliot, we are with Sandeep Fogat and YouTube, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much, Girija, ma'am, from Sarna. Nirmaljeet, hi, ma'am. I'm from Singapore. I have so much respect for you. Till today, you are fighting for the awesome and lovely soul SSR. Till today, I'm seeing his movies. I cry. I can't accept his death. SSR, pure soul. In fact, Nirmal, see, I saw one scene again today, where SSR is coming out of his flat, and he is being pushed into a car by Imtiaz Khatri. The kind of pain that you feel, because you can see the look in SSR's eyes, such an innocent soul, being trapped and being manipulated by these evil people, the underworld, and these honey traps, and people like Pithani, they deserve the worst form of torture that, our jails can give them. Yes, Gopal Krishnan, that was the case of trafficking. Someday, please talk about child trafficking. Yes, sure. Kirtana. What are your views on SSR Live? This is not true. Sadhna, I'm following SSR case since 14 June. So sweet of you. Sadhna, they are fake people. Yes. You should, by now, SSRians, you should know who to, believe in and who not to believe in. There was a lady in Cooper in Burkha. Is it? Or something that I didn't notice. Gopal Krishnan said Ganesh and Puneet doing puppet show, asking to boycott YouTubers. My name is Bula. Welcome. Welcome, Bula. Pankaj Gupta. I've seen one pic where Riya's makeup artist, was coming out of yes. In fact, I think that most of us suspect that his wounds were being, covered by makeup. Francis D'Souza, Meenaji, great job by you. Stay connected with positive, soulful people. Yes, absolutely, Francis. Om Shanti, Ganga Lama, welcome. Sarna, there are money greedy persons and they are doing it for their fame. They are biggest bad people. Where are you from, Sarna? Indian cricket, Har Har Mahadev. Wanda Kumar, people only want masala in Sushant case. Attacking each other won't gain anything. At least someone is exposed from each side. Welcome, Wanda. You are a little late today. May, your manners are remarkable, Meena. What an amazing job you do. Style Rug, too, is my most favorite. He does an awesome job, too. Thank you so much, May. Namrata, yes, I'm also skeptical about Hivarkar. He comes across as a guy who loves to talk big and unconvinced stuff. I agree, Namrata. CBI should dig properties of Bollywoodians in ED, should question them. J. Yes, that should be the next step. Gopal Krishnan. Sarna, today on Ganesh Hivarkar channel, Puneet and Ganesh abused to Sandeep sir's little son. Why are they dragging their families into this? I don't understand. Namrata, sorry, unconvincing stuff. Yeah. Nina, I missed your session. Watch it later. So I wish you good night. Thank you, Nina. Good night. Devika, I don't trust this guy Ganesh. The way he talks, only anyone can make out he's lying. Yes, from the beginning, Devika, I could feel that this man was, lying through his teeth. Jyotirmoy, good evening. Welcome, Jyotirmoy. Devanushi, yes, ethics and morality should be a subject that should start in elementary school level. Yes. Rekha, are you sure about the authenticity of Dara Patel? How does she know these details? I missed if you ever introduced her properly. So I just not able to trust if I do not know this. Rekha, see, I also took my time to listen to her, her narration. There seems to be, a lot of truth in what she says. And somewhere, someplace, maybe perhaps like you, I may not be convinced. So that is why I'm not called her on another session, because I have to be completely convinced before I call her for another session. Nishika, yes, we support Sandeep. Absolutely. Nirmala, hello. Meenaji, you and Sandeep are doing an awesome job. Yes, Nirmala, please understand that even backstage, Sandeep and I do coordinate a lot on Twitter as well. Gopal Krishnan, backed by Crocodile as another 2 in NCB. Nirmala Palji. Sangeeta, hello ma'am, I strongly feel Sushant is saved. I may be wrong. No. Paras, Nirmala ji. Meena and Stylark are the very best YouTubers. No one can touch them. No others make the cut. Thank you, May. Sadhna, Puneet, Vashisht and Ganesh abused Sandeep Phogat sir and his wife just a few minutes before. It's very strange. I mean, what's wrong with these people? Dhruv, please press the like button. Thank you, Dhruv. You always care about me. Sanjat, welcome, Sanjat. He's, as all of you know, Sanjat is one who always joins me on my show with very, targeted, topics, which he researches very well. Now, what does Sanjat say? Sanjat is saying, this time investigation might be fruitful as PBS and Wazi are out of the picture in investigation. Yes, Sanjat. They had filled people with fear. And now that fear has gone, people will expose them. all those who have who they have taken vasuli from will start exposing them. Sajja. Sarvesh, speak in Hindi. Priya, we trust only 2 channels, Sandeep Phogat and you, Meenaji. God bless you. Thank you so much. Girija, true, Meenaji. I could not understand how grammatical errors could have been committed by Sushant. He used to write so well. Yes. True, Sanjit sir. Dhruv. Siddharth Pithani is a mastermind. Yes. God bless. Do you believe SSR was saved at the last minute? No, I don't. Paras Bhatt, arrest news relating to someone from Bollywood. His name will come out in coming days. Hopefully, Paras. I feel sad to see Sandeep Phogat Bhaiya like this. He is being targeted. We told him to leave such people and let them go. Dogs keep barking. Yes, this always happens. When people have no other jobs or they are paid to do certain things, this is what they do. Ganesh talks rubbish under the influence of alcohol. Yes, both Ganesh and Puneet are talking rubbish. Shweta, justice for SSR, Disha, and everyone who died by injustice. Boycott Bollywood and cricket forever. Shweta, I always find it very strange that there's only one cricketer who gets ads, and that is Kohli. And you're so fed up of watching Kohli. Namrata, what's the joke? Puneet, what do you think of him, ma'am? Since I've not interacted, but whenever I listen to him, I'm not convinced. Namrata. Ramata, I'm shocked about Ganesh today. Yes. Sarna, I'm from Bombay. Welcome, Sarna. Aman, Arnab sir, kab aayenge? Poochta hai baat. He's getting better, so let's hope that he will join soon. He's a person I also miss a lot. Paromita, how much I understood we lost a legend. I'm missing him till the last breath. Yes. Oh my, Mr. Phogat, ma'am, both of you always keep strong. Yes, we are with you. Jai Hind, NK. Rafael, dear MDS, there was a big fight between Ganesh Puneet, who started talking against Sandeep Phogat and family, especially his kid. This should not be done. I don't understand why they're doing it. Welcome, Vijay. Thank you for joining. Welcome, Maxine. Welcome, Jyoti Patnaik. Vijay, welcome. You're from Kerala. I think Prithviraj is making a mess of himself in his comments on Lakshadweep. Vijay. Sudha, hoping Pithani doesn't go scot-free again. One day Priya and her brother will continue to be protected. Everyone involved in SSR's gruesome murder should be punished. Yes, Sudha, we're just waiting for that. Inaji, your views are acceptable, please. Bhushan, thank you. Sandeep Phogat is a genuine person, very much. Shirley, Thomas, Stylrug and Miss Meena do an excellent job. We love you both and I ask Almighty God to guide you both. Truth and justice will prevail soon. Sandeep Phogat is wonderful too. Yes. Thank you so much, Shirley. Sham, great brave lady, go ahead. Vande Matram. Thank you, Sham. Rosie. Yes, we have to be careful during COVID. Hema, love your channel. Love you too, Hema. Jyoti, call Sandeep Phogat on your panel again, ma'am. Yes, he will be joining me on Monday. Sandeep will be joining me on Monday, so you can ask him questions. We love your sessions with Sanjit sir. Meena ma'am, it's very informative. Sanjit is a very voracious reader, and he always discusses very interesting topics, which I feel that many of us should learn about. So yes, we enjoy Sanjit's sessions. Raj, we'll watch your video later. Thank you so much. Praying for India. Absolutely. Pragnesh, Vinaji and Phogatji has got decent behavior when they come to public. And that's why we love watching them. Welcome, Pragnesh. Mahalakshmi, Jai Bholenath, Aapji ka kripa ho raha hai. Justice for SSR. I'm proud of you, ma'am. Stay blessed from Seattle. So sweet of you, Mahalakshmi. V.S. Subramaniam, SSR was a pure soul. Hence, karma is playing its part, or the new CBI director wouldn't have been the current one. Yes. Madhvi, please call Sandeep. Yes, he will come tomorrow, Madhvi, on our channel. Nanisur, true ma'am. Kohli's, you also noticed it. Parasvat, good night guys, stay positive, more news to come. Yes, welcome. It's unacceptable that the public has to campaign. They dissect all evidences for justice, corruption, blackmail, and nexus of political powers. Police, IAS is connected with drugs, trafficking, prostitution. Yes, PT. Deepak, ma'am, who is right, Sandeep or Ganesh, in your point of view? Stand with Sandeep Phogat. He has been working on this vision for a long time. Bhaskar, hello ma'am, I have a question. If in Wikipedia, SSR's cause of death mysterious will be written by somebody instead of suicide, murder, then what will happen? Then what will happen to justice? I've never believed in Wikipedia, Bhaskar, even because, see, for example, love jihad is so common in India, and they say that it is a conspiracy theory. Can you believe such, nonsense? Manjit, Ganesh and Puneet पागल हो गया है, संदीप सर के पीछे पड़ा है. Ignore them, Manjit. Good night, Meena ma'am. Take care. Stay safe. Thank you, Jay. Even my mom was asking me a few days back that where is Arnab? He should be coming back soon. Don't worry, Shweta. Hi, Meena ma'am. Ganesh and Ankit had been exposed long time back. Yes. Rash, good night. Stay safe. Swati, oh, we missed you, Swati. Love you. Sudha Gopalkrishnan, great job, Meena ma'am. Love the way you present information to us. Thank you so much, Sudha. Very kind of you. Mahendra, ma'am, गुबी में आग होती है तो क्या लगाते हैं? I don't get what you say. Jay Bandre, Bandhare. Hi, ma'am, I'm Jay. Welcome, Jay. Elliot, Ganesh and Puneet are frustrated unemployed people who are using SSR name for few pennies. Let us not call unemployed people frustrated. Let's just call these two people frustrated. Elliot. Uma Dodi, thank you, Meena ma'am, for your input on the asset issue. Yes. Harinakshi, Meena ma'am, your channel is trustworthy. Same like Sandeep Phogat. So sweet of you, Harinakshi. Ayush Shekhar, Bollywood industry get interested in politics, so they make own political party. Gima, Ganesh and Puneet are showing their true colors. Both are like puppets. Disgraceful. Respect to you and Sandeep Patti. Thank you. Chandra, we are with you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Dr. Archana, it's indeed a pleasure to hear you, ma'am. You're an excellent orator. Thank you so much, Archana. Bhushan, Minaji, please go for justice. India needs reformation in each field. Yes, absolutely, Bhushan. Garima, Ganesh and Puneet are part of Smithapara gang who are earning money by SSR moment. Like Ujjwal and Varun Kapoor, Tiger have earned identity fraud, people dies. Sadhna, ma'am, you, Sandeep, and Varun are really so sweet. Thank you so much. God bless. Why Smriti, who is from the industry and the Minister for Women and Child Development, speak anything about it? Why did it take SSR death to expose everything? Yes, it's a good question. Harinakshi, Sanjat sir, your observations are excellent. Garima, respect to you and Phogat. Friends, now I'll take your questions tomorrow. Thank you for this wonderful session. And please join me tomorrow with your favorite Sandeep Phogat. Good night.